name is Cindy. Let's learn English together. In today's lesson, we will be focusing on words that have to do with health. We will be building our English vocabulary over the next few lessons where we get a chance to learn about health-related words. So, like we normally do, we will get a chance to look at the vocabulary word, use the word in a sentence, and then take a short quiz to show what we have learned. Let's begin with our first word. Let's begin. Our first word is nurse. 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 We can look at the video to see who a nurse can be. Our sentence is, the nurse writes my information. Nurse. The nurse writes my information. And you could see in the video who the nurse is, right? And the nurse, when you go to the hospital, the nurse is the person that's going to take your information and take your vitals. Nurse. 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 Great job, guys. Let's do our next word. Our next word is thermometer. 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 Some of you may also have a thermometer at home. Thermometer. We can make a sentence with the word thermometer by saying, the thermometer tells me my temperature. The thermometer tells me my temperature. And you remember, temperature means how hot something is or how cold it is, right? So in the video, you can see they're using the thermometer to tell the temperature. So we could actually use those two words, actually. Thermometer and temperature. It's in the sentence. Thermometer. Great job, guys. Let's do our next word. Our next word is hospital. 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 So the hospital is a place that you can go, right? If you have an emergency, you need some help, you can visit the hospital. So for our sentence, we can say, I can get help at the hospital. Hospital. Again, I can get help at the hospital. And you can see how busy the hospital is. There are people that are working there. They're there to help people who can be sick, who can be hurt. This is the hospital. I can get help at the hospital. Great job, guys. Let's do our next word. Our next word is blood pressure monitor. Notice that we have 3 words together to complete this section here. So it is blood pressure monitor. Blood pressure monitor. So the blood pressure monitor is actually a device that they use so they can be able to tell your blood pressure, right? It can look in many different ways, but at the end of the day, the blood pressure monitor is used to tell someone's blood pressure. So if we had to make a sentence, we can say, she uses the blood pressure monitor to check my blood pressure. She uses the blood pressure monitor to check my blood pressure. And if you've gone to the hospital, you know that on the blood pressure monitor, there's numbers there that will tell you what your blood pressure is, okay? Blood pressure monitor. Great job, guys. Let's do our next word. Our next word is checkup. 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 So at a checkup, this is when the doctor actually checks you. They check all your body. They check you. They are looking to see if everything is okay and if you may need something to help you. This is where you go for your checkup. So our sentence with the word checkup, right? We can use a sentence. I go to the hospital to get a checkup. I go to the hospital to get a checkup. Notice how our sentences are getting longer. We're saying where we're going, we're saying what we're doing, and we're saying why we're doing it, right? I go to the hospital to get a checkup, okay? Great job, guys. Let's do our final word before our quiz. Let's go. All right, our last word is scale. Scale, scale, scale. And you can see what a scale is used for. Scale is one of those words that can be used in other areas as well. So we're using scale for health. But when you go to the supermarket, you can use a scale to see how heavy something weighs. So a scale really does that job of seeing how heavy something is. Let's use scale in a sentence. I stand on the scale to get my weight. I stand on the scale to get my weight. In the video, you can see, right? The person is standing on the scale and they're going to find out how heavy they are or how light they are, right? Scale, scale. Great job, guys. So we finished all of our words. Let's take a quiz to show what we remember. Let's begin. Take a look at that video. What was the word, the vocabulary word that talks about this, right? What was the vocabulary word? Can you finish the sentence? Uh-huh. Yes, the word is hospital. Hospital, right? You see that's the hospital, right? And our sentence was, I can get help at the hospital. I can get help at the hospital. Great job, guys. Let's do our final example. See if you can figure this out. Look at that video. What's happening here? Yes. Yes, it's a checkup. 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 Great job. I go to the hospital to get a checkup. Checkup. I go to the hospital to get a checkup. Great job, guys. You guys did an awesome job going over those words, the vocabulary words, the health-related words with me. We will work again on some more health words in our next video. So I'm hoping to see you guys again. And remember, use what you've learned today so that you can continue building your English skills. I'll see you again soon.